And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Frontline Prediction League FPL. Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Frontline League over on X. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is Frontline Prediction League in the trenches, and I am your co-host Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. BeerMe, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Scott. It, again, was very hot here today, but luckily not as hot. And we're going to get a little bit of a break in the hotness. But I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Hot. We got the hot. We recorded an episode of our podcast last night, and it was like kind of cool and raining for 24 hours. That stopped, so the 30-degree, sweltering, muggy hot day happened today. It's stupid hot today, so yeah. I mentioned the podcast. I'll throw that out there. Top of the Card Pod over on X. Top of the Card Podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that too. That one was recorded last night. Obviously, it's got the results of the past couple weekends of shows like Slammiversary. Not our version, but the real one, as well as Great American Bash notes, Saturday night's main event with Goldberg, Evolution stuff as well. And it's all recorded a day prior to, yes, Hulk Hogan passing. That was today. So when that one goes up, there won't be anything in there. We'll talk about him next time. I can assure you of that. But the timing there is what it is. And, I mean, Hulk Hogan passing is the biggest news of wrestling outside of Vince. I think I said that when he got kicked out. So it's one of those names. And troublesome as it is, that's part of the process. But we'll talk about that when Top of the Card comes back with the next episode in a couple weeks. But this is Slammiversary. This is FPL Slammiversary, BeerMe. And let's dive into our results here, BeerMe, because we've got quick and dirty new Global Triad champions. Gold Rush defeats the three-way. Officially, I was saying like 6-day reign. Even though it's listed as like 9-day on our thing, it's a Saturday to a Sunday, so it's like an 8-day reign. I know it says 9, but that because it includes the original day, even though that would be like winning it on a Saturday, losing it on a Sunday. To me, that's a 1-day reign. Our thing has it like that's 2. That's just how CT's got it set, and that's whatever. But still, it's a week, basically, which is like 3 weeks shorter than anybody else. So, yeah, history books. But, yeah, we lost. We lost, and Will Colt, Jonathan T. Martin, and Luke Gray have the Triad titles. We had them. it's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
You can never take it away. I am proud to have had it. I want to have all of them at some point, and that's the tag, the Triad, the Canadian. There's just 3. That's half. I got 3 to go. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, how do you feel about Gold Rush getting those belts that you guys started with? You didn't have it yourself specifically, sorry, but FBU had it. It's already on its 4th champion now.
Yeah, they're on a roll right now. Can't take anything away from them. They're hot.
They are the tag champs as well. So I think because that's the pairing we had before. It was American champ GMSG was also Triad champ, and then World champ Red and Canadian champ me were champs, and now it's the tag champs. CT.
Oh, Atlas. Oh no, never mind. Atlas is just Hero.
No,
My bad.
Yeah, that's right. So.
Yeah.
So that's because that's the one thing is if you're Euro champ, you're not going to be Triad champ as well. They're the house show titles basically. So that's that. So like the fact that the Triad championships have been on champions otherwise is kind of fun. But yeah, outside of Atlas, who was European champion, who did retain, we'll talk about him in a moment here. Outside of Atlas and the American champion Aiden Mack, who same match, we'll talk about that. Every other champion was in this match. Again, it was the Triad champions, who was world champ and Canadian champ, versus the tag champs. That's crazy, and I love it. I think that broke one of our records for the most titles in one match. And losing side, but there you go. Let's talk about the other flip side of that. The European champion, Alex Kiyama, did retain against the American champion, Aiden Mack. He did keep that belt from him. Aiden did not get it back. He kind of won the title and then the contendership in the same weekend, and here would have been the perfect trifecta, but Atlas kept it from him. And I did like that stat going in, so I kind of liked that Atlas won it. I would have liked Aiden to get it back too, but I think that was a good toss-up either way. How do you feel about that one? Because, yeah. He didn't win the European title back. He's the American champion, though.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Atlas is on a little bit of a run right now, so, yeah, hats off. And, yeah, Aiden Mack's always tough, so.
Exactly. Well, let's keep moving through. We've got that best of 5 series match 5, the TLC match to close things out. Supreme Rock did win 3-2 over the Gaffer, which I think was my prediction because it was 2-0 for Gaffer, and then Supreme Rock came back and won all 3. That never happens, but there you go. The points of this was -10 to -53. TNA on this show. I enjoyed it. For the record, I wouldn't have had Trick win, but Impact's live tonight right now, and there's stuff going on, so it's fine. But TNA, so a lot of people were getting stuff wrong. And some points end up with a -53 and stuff like that. BeerMe, speaking of points in TNA, you, I just, bad segue, you and Haley Blackbriar answered JJ Rocky's birthday open challenge. JJ Rocky won, though, beating you both 27-14-2. And I think you and Haley were announced having a one-on-one. It was a misdirect. It's because it was for the open challenge. So, yeah. So, JJ beat you. If he did that years ago, he would have been world champion, but not this time around. So, how do you feel on that one?
That's true. Well, hats off to him. He got an early birthday gift.
He did. James Blake defeated the GMSG. It was originally Hiro Shinmose's. Hiro does not do TNA, so he was pulled through. James Blake filled in, and he beat the former American champion on his way to go into SummerSlam to face the current Canadian champion, yours truly. That bodes poorly for me. Only by 2 points. Again, TNA, so a lot can happen there. But Blake did get the win. Captain Kalux Blackwell did defeat Hunter Williams with a score of 2-1. There's no stipulation on that match.
That's incredible.
2-1.
That's
which
incredible.
Means the only thing Hunter got right was his 1-pointer. And the only thing Krulix got right was his 2-pointer. Or a single bonus.
That is amazing.
I almost want to dig into that. Like, that can't be right, can it? Then I look down, Boonjaw Pushino was 6-4. So, yeah.
So good.
Cam Popplestone beat Jonathan Monroe 14-8. Daisy Knoll beat Sheriff Dog 12-4. Broken Nerd beat Arbiter 13-4. There's some low scores on this. So, yeah, it was a crazy show.
Yeah, Dark State losing is still like the shock of the night to me. I still can't believe that. So, whoever put high on Dark State, I'm right there with you because that was me.
I didn't go high on them because I didn't think that the rookies from NXT would beat the established faction from TNA in TNA. But at the same time, they're not a cohesive unit. It's the system plus Matt Cardona, so Dark State really should win that. I put 3 on it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it wrong, but that was my thinking. I'm like, they're probably going to win, but I'm not super confident on it. Like, it's when GMSG was telling me on our voice call, yeah, they're undefeated. Oh, I didn't even think of that because I thought the family had beat them, but then I realized they didn't. They haven't had much else, so I wasn't factoring that. I just figured they're not going to win, but, I mean, they are. Like, the realistic version should be the system wins. But the actual is Dark State. But I was wrong. And I'm like, oh, the way I should have went with my gut on logic. But it's TNA. Don't go logic. Don't ever do logic. Except for that one.
Yeah, don't ever go logic.
Let's keep going through. I did mention a bunch of these. We got Eli beating Mac and Cheese 15-10. Broken Nerd beat the Arbiter 13-4. Kevin Dynamite beat Monkey Bong 7-0. Is that... Is that our first ever negative, like, perfect 0? Because I know we've had negatives, obviously. But of a straight-up match, has anyone ever gotten everything wrong, like the anti-perfect card? I don't think we've actually had that. Because technically... I don't think we have
either.
We might have had it, but, like, a match got thrown out, so nobody got it, so technically got it wrong, but didn't predict it wrong. They just didn't get the points for it. So I think, like, we don't have a perfect card achievement or anything. But I'm just thinking of that, and I think that might be the way it went. So, yeah, Monkey Bong may have gotten the first ever anti-perfect. We've had over 100 shows, so odds are there's been one.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
That is standing out. So, he's got, like, the infinity banana. Ralantando beat Matt Zion 18-13. Bastion beat Wookiee and 3J Platinum 14-12-8. Danny the Light beat Eddie and Lucifer 28-4. El Cid and Mark Steele had a competitive match, 19-18. Jackson Myrtle killing it with 29 in his victory over Memories, 18. Like, I think that beat anybody tonight, from what I've seen here.
Dude, I'll tell you, dude, every time, dude, Jackson's underrated. He just does work.
Mark Harper beat Omega G 9-3, and Papa Snooch beat the returning Starzy 18-14. I think Jackson Myrtle, he did just fail capturing the American title from GMSG, if I remember correctly, or didn't get contendership. But good Lord, he's going to be back in that conversation very quickly. Yes, this was a house show, but that outperformed everybody. Like even because our main event was a tornado tag. The scores were -1 to -15. At one point, it was like -5 to -50 or something crazy. Like we started out strong and then lost it with JC and Trick. I think that did us in. So, but the full results are here, guys. Please go check out the results. Again, if you go through our YouTube page or through the Twitter stuff, you will see the Discord. You can get to the results there. And you'll also see the events page coming up for SummerSlam. So let's go over to SummerSlam here right now. Boom, boom. We do have a World Championship match happening. It is Redhead 12 defending against Cam Popplestone. We also have the Canadian Championship, myself against James Blake. Watson rules per usual. Please check out these awesome graphics by CT. These are cool. It's got the city background on it. I really like those. They're awesome. The tag titles, it is the tournament final as well. It is the Reaction defending against the Kings of the Ring. BeerMe, you have a vested interest in that one, obviously. We have an Ultimate X match for the American Championship. Aiden Mack defending against JJ Rocky, X, and the winner of the Best of 5, Supreme Rock, because he literally won 3 out of 5 stipulation matches. So he earned the shot there. Not that that was necessarily the plan, but it seemed like that's a good fit. We have the must-see good guys returning into a tag team tandem against Chilltown. We have a last man standing death match, Mark Harper versus Orstella. We have Gold Rush versus the Round Table. And we have Eli versus Mark Steele in an I Quit submission match. We have Catharsis versus Hell's Kitchen. Dedrick Cyrus versus Payne. Daisy and Monroe versus Light of the Cult. And a Watson Rules match, likely for a Canadian #1 contendership. Let's be honest, that's Watson Rules. That's how this goes. Monkey Bong versus Rab versus Sheriff Dog. Sheriff Dog's been calling me out. Rabs wants his rematch, and Monkey Bong wants his bananas. And we have a Stadium Stampede hardcore match, because of course we do. Team Hardcore versus Monster Mash. And then a bunch of question marks. So we're going to fill those in, BeerMe. Let's scroll back up here. And yes, I didn't go through who you think is going to win. That's next week, because the show is next weekend. It's coming up fast, guys, but here we go. The matches to announce. I've got one. I have
one as well.
I have 3J Platinum versus The Gaffer versus Omega G versus Papa Snooch. Who you got?
Can you repeat those?
3J Platinum, Gaffer, Omega G, and Papa Snooch.
3J.
I'm leaning that way too. He's been pretty solid, so I'm leaning toward that as well. What's your match to announce, BeerMe?
All right, I have a 2025 Tournament of Killers qualifying match. It will be Bane the Vista versus Kevin Dynamite versus Hunter Williams.
Ooh, I'm kind of partial on Bane, but Kevin Dynamite's a tough one to bet against. No offense to anybody else in that, Hunter. I'm going Bane. I'm biased. Who you got? You're thinking Hunter, aren't you? Oh, I thought you were going to Hunter.
I thought about it, but I'm going to go with Kevin.
Ooh, okay, so that usually means Hunter Williams will win that, because that seems to be how our predictions go. He's gonna steal that one. I like that. Do you have anything else, or is that just the one?
That's it.
That's it. There we go. A quick one, guys, because there's not 3 shows this weekend. There were 2 weekends ago, and October is going to be nuts. We already see it coming, and we got Heat Wave coming. We got lots of stuff coming up. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. We're going full tilt. This is it. Let's end it there, BeerMe. Let's not overstay our welcome. This, again, is Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Frontline League on X. Like, favorite, subscribe. Both of those. Follow along. We do appreciate that. And again, Top of the Card Pod on X. And wherever your podcast is Top of the Card Podcast. Follow that along and go into our Discord. It is still with live event stuff on TNA Impact tonight right now. It's a live one. They're going to be taping stuff over the weekend. So you already got Ali and Moose going after Trick and lots of fun stuff there. And Macklin and Eric Young are upset about the Outsiders along with the Hardys and Leon Slater. So unified front against the NXT Invasion. It's fun stuff in wrestling right now. So I'm excited for it. We'll leave it there. Anything else you want to say, BeerMe, before we go?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Thanks again, then, everybody. Have a good night.